Have you ever felt broke just scrolling through Instagram or TikTok? That 23-year-old just bought a Tesla. Someone else is on their third vacation this year. They're younger than you. And somehow they're eating $200 sushi, carrying designer bags, flying first class, and chilling on a beach in the Maldives. Meanwhile, you're figuring out how much you can spend on groceries and wondering if it's finally time to cancel your Netflix subscription. It feels like everyone is rich, except you. But here's the catch. This feeling? It's not just about money, it's about perception, psychology, and a system built to make you feel like you're constantly falling behind. Let's break it down. First off, you're not seeing reality. You're seeing carefully constructed illusions. Social media isn't real life. It's a highlight reel. Nobody posts about paying rent. They don't share credit card statements or moments where they're stressed because they can't afford dental insurance. What gets posted are the best moments. That fancy dinner might have been a one-time splurge on a credit card. The luxury car could be borrowed, rented, or leased just for content. A 2022 survey found that 39% of millennials admitted to spending money they didn't have, just to look rich on social media. That's right. People actually go into debt to appear like they're doing better than they are. But you're comparing their perfectly staged moment of joy to your real life. Bills, stress, uncertainty. Of course you feel behind. Comparing yourself to others is normal. It's human nature. Back in the day, it helped us survive by understanding our place in the tribe. But now, you're not comparing yourself to your neighbor. You're comparing yourself to millions of people at once. And on social media, everyone seems to be winning. Psychologists call this relative deprivation. It's the feeling of being deprived, not because you have nothing, but because others appear to have more. You could have a stable job, a roof over your head, and savings, and still feel like you're losing. Why? Because you're not comparing yourself to your past self. You're comparing yourself to Kylie Jenner. Spoiler alert, you're never going to win that game. Here's something even deeper. Yes, some of the people who look rich online actually are rich, but they're a small minority. The only reason they seem so common is because of how algorithms work. Content from rich, good-looking, successful people performs better. So it gets promoted more. And the more it spreads, the more you see it. The result? For every average person living a quiet, modest life, you see 100 people who look like they're thriving. But in reality, most Americans are just scraping by. In 2023, a CNBC report found that 61% of Americans, even those making over $100,000 a year, are living paycheck to paycheck. That's not a fringe group, that's most people. But the algorithm doesn't show them. It shows you the 1%. And makes it look like that's everyone. Here's the thing. It's not just in your head. Things really are harder now. Let's talk about the economy. Back in the 1980s, the average cost of a home was around $47,000. Today, over $430,000. College tuition, up 1,200% since 1980. Healthcare, insane. Childcare, astronomical, and wages, barely moved. So if you feel like your parents could afford more with less, you're not imagining it. You're absolutely right. You're not falling behind. You're just surviving in a system that got way more expensive while pretending everything's the same. Ever feel like everyone has a side business now? Selling online courses, drop shipping, crypto, real estate, coaching, it's exhausting. This hustle culture makes it seem like being rich is a choice. And if you're not rich, it's because you're lazy. But here's the truth. Most of those so-called gurus, they made their money selling you the dream of making money. It's a pyramid of illusions. And the scarier part? The more insecure you feel, the more likely you are to buy into that dream. They're selling the cure to the fear they helped create. This constant comparison doesn't just hurt your bank account, it wrecks your mental health. Studies show that financial stress is one of the biggest drivers of anxiety and depression. And because money is still such a taboo subject, most people suffer in silence. You start to feel ashamed, like you're the only one struggling. But you're not. In fact, you're part of the majority. Even the people who look like they're ahead often feel behind. Wealth isn't just money in your bank account. It's stability. It's freedom. It's peace of mind. And most of the people you see online, they have stuff, not security. Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't always look like designer bags and expensive cars. Sometimes it looks like someone living below their means, with no debt and no stress. Warren Buffett still livy.